Hey everybody, how y'all doing? Are you okay? In your neck of
When we dry them up, too cold. No go too deep, you know. Yeah, you have to watch Joe, you know. Our troops, see there? Apple cider vinegar and our troops. Come up right, make them get saturated in the gravy and all of that.
On today's episode of the Jamaican Cooking Journey, I'll be sharing with you how to get yourself fried half of chicken. Now, first and foremost, I want to say thanks to all my patrons that have been supporting. Thank you so much. And if you would like to be on my Patreon platform, the link to my Patreon will be pinned in the comment section. Also, it will be in the description of the video. So there is a video on the channel here that I've showed you how to fry a whole chicken. Get it coming out with no like bloody liquid running from it and all of them something there. So today we're going to be doing a half. Remember, the frying time depends on the size of your chicken. This is like under 2 pounds because this chicken weighed less than 4 pounds. So if your chicken is like 5 pounds, your half will be bigger than this. So you might want to ask Miss Debbie how long. It depends on the size of your chicken, and I would say frying it, I would say 15 minutes or probably about 12 minutes to each pound. Frying whole or half chicken, I would say 12 to 15 minutes to each pound on the frying. Okay, all right. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna give it a few slits, you know, and this will enable the seasonings. Remember, it's half of a chicken, you know, have the pieces cut up, so you want to get slits that the seasoning can go through. And this is the breast, and also these slits will help the chicken to fry evenly, to let the oil go through it and to soak it. Okay, so you want to make slits like those on the thigh, on the hip right here, on the what part is this? The wing. So when you do it like this, it enables your chicken, your seasonings to go right through, and also the frying process will be more successful. All right, so this is what I have here. Also here I have my seasoning. This is my mixed homemade seasoning, all herbs. You can use your powdered seasoning, do what you want to do. Okay, in here I have incorporated a little salt just to get it to come, the seasonings to blend together. It's not enough to give the chicken the amount of flavor it wants, so I'm going to be putting a little salt, not a lot, on my chicken right here. Okay, and I'm going to massage my salt in. Taking care that you have these sharp bones here, and you make sure so you don't get yourself in no trouble. So this is my seasoning mix, and I might not use all as well, I might use all. So I did have a little salt, all herbs, and I've added some turmeric for coloring. So I want to pour it a little. My chicken is cleaned, was properly washed and cleaned, and I leave it all to drain right out, to drip out the excess moisture, because it's fried chicken, you know, I have too much moisture, you know, in there going into the hot oil to make too much. And also, people who want to, you can use, get your splatter cover. I don't have a splatter cover at the moment, but it's in time to come. So I'm going to be seasoning from over in this part here, because you want to season this chicken, you know, because it's gonna fry whole, and then when it's fried whole, you will have to, like, seriously cut it smaller when you are serving. And if you're craving like me, you might just want to eat the half of it, eh? Yeah, try to keep your skin on the outer part. It helps for more crispiness and all of that. Season up your chicken, rubbing it in, taking your time with your seasonings of choice, of course. I have a piece of ginger root, maybe 5 pegs of garlic, and a piece of green scallions, or a few slim I'm gonna use it to flavor the oil. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna just get my thing all seasoned up, you know. I might not put all, and the small amount that is left, I'll just throw it in the flour there. Gonna season this, cover it, and I'm gonna leave it for a pretty good 1 hour. Overnight would be better, but in the interest of time on the video, I'd say about 45 minutes to an hour. And when we return, I'll show you. But look here, you don't want to have the thing that you season your chicken in down in here with a lot of water. You want to have it reasonably dry, okay? So I'm going to be finishing up my rubbing in. Rub in as you like. Do your seasonings as you like. Do you use your oil of choice? Do what suits you best, okay? So I'm going to leave it right there for about 45 minutes to an hour, and then in the next clip I'll return to start the frying. 50 minutes after, and I have all these here. I have washed them, I have properly dried them, and I'm going to put them in the pot now to get the flavors out. Mind you, the pot must not be too hot, the oil must not be too hot, and I'm not going to fry them on too much of a heat. I don't want them burning. I just want the natural flavors, not the burnt flavor, okay? So I'm going to do it slow. So it's in there, and I leave it there whilst it starts getting out all the flavors. Whilst that is happening right on over here, my chicken have been soaking in my little homemade seasonings that I left. This is what it looks like after 50 minutes. You don't want to have any water dripping in the container you're gonna fry. Now I have about a cup of flour here, because you don't want to use too much flour because you have to throw this flour out when you're through. So we are gonna gently come and we are gonna start coating with our flour. I did not season my flour because I think the seasonings that I added to my chicken, how I cored my chicken up, is enough to have enough flavor in there. With all those seasonings, all those herbs coming out in that oil, I think that would be enough for me. So I did not put any other extra seasoning inside my flour. So you want to coat with this dry flour, it no matter any kind of flour, healthy flour, no healthy flour, it's up to you. You know, you just want to coat properly, coat well. So you're going to turn it over and you're going to coat it in these little parts. You want to get a nice crispy piece of fried chicken coming out. So this is what I'm doing. You can use other methods. This is just a method that I'm showing you. And remember, I leave the link on how to get it, and the link for you to see how I did my whole chicken fried. Okay, this is where I'm at. I'll be removing my herbs right now. You don't want to have them frying until they're all burned. You see how crispy them look and nice? The flavors have been released in the oil. So we're gonna move them now. We don't want them burn up in there and they're all about in there. I create all kind of excitement, and then when the chicken come out, it have that burnt flavor. Burnt herbs can be very strong to the taste. Alright, so we get them all out. This is how you want them looking. All the flavors have been released in that oil right there right now. Okay, on the medium, you want to come right now and have your piece of chicken that you had floured. You want to shake the excess. You want to hold it like this. You want to put the skin side down, shaking the excess flour. Be careful, don't just drop it. You go gently, hit the oil like that, and be careful, okay? Be careful, medium, and you want to cover. I'll show you when you can move your cover. It is gonna start frying, but at the same time, it's gonna be cooking. We're gonna fry from side to side until it's crispy, nice and juicy. Then we are gonna come to turn to the other side. That is the time when I return to you. Remember, you know why your chicken come dry out. You know what you see? I put it in there. You notice I have the whole heap of thing going on, and all of them something that we're gonna fry it on the medium slow, that when it's properly cooked, you can remember the timing goes with the size of your chicken. I would say 12 minutes to each pound on the frying on the medium. So when we are ready to flip, I will return. So okay, now fam, it's time to turn. You can use something. I'm just using this tongue, and that you want to shoot them up. This is the color. You have this crispiness, and it's in the oil, and you notice what is happening. So I'm gonna cover again this time, but I'm gonna cover and leave it, you know, not to build up too much steam. Now, if you fry on too much of an eye heat, you will get it all crispy and nice. I'll burn up too, and on the inside, inside will be totally raw. I covered it for that period of time because you want the steam. Whilst it's frying, it's gonna, when you cover it, it will build steam. But the chicken will absorb the steam whilst the outside is crisp. So that steam will let the inside of the chicken be crispy and be soft and nice, tender, all fried and all properly cooked. But the outside of the chicken will have that crispiness. Now I leave it halfway here. It is gonna build steam, okay? Remember, the chicken has absorbed a certain amount of steam already while cooked, while properly covered down. So you know, want to have it properly covered down at this point. It got build up too much steam. So now we want to get our flame up a little more. Leave our pot halfway covered, and then we are gonna fry it on the other side. I did this part for about 15 minutes because it is like a pound and a little. This is like about a pound and a half of chicken. So I fried for about 15 minutes. So I'm gonna fry this for about 12 on the other side. And you can look and see what is happening. It's frying. It's not building up too much steam to have it all soggy. So when the chicken is finished, I'll come and remove it and I'll test and show you that it's properly fried. Family, this is my finished fried chicken. And you can see that there are no little or no juice dripping from it. I'm showing you on this side, and I'm gonna put it. You don't need to put a napkin, family, or a hand towel. Okay, this is what we have. I'm gonna leave it there for a few minutes, and then I'll come back and show you that there are no juices. That is the very, very most efficient way of testing, because people ask, Miss Debbie, how do I know that it's fried? When your chicken is properly fried, it doesn't drip certain type of juices unless you like it that way, you know. So I'm gonna leave it there, and I'll come back to show you. If you put it on a paper towel, it's gonna get saggy under there. Yeah, you want to shoot them up on this. This is what it looks like. This is the crispiness to what you have. I remember I told you I used some turmeric there. This is what it has. Okay, this was left for about 5 minutes, family, and there we have it. There are no juices dripping from one end to the other. The crispiness still remains the same. Okay, from my kitchen to yours, from my Jamaican kitchen to your family table, to your palate, and most of all to your stomach. This is the way how to fry a half of chicken. Okay, get it successful. Make sure you do enjoy when you do. Remember to make sure that you're subscribed. When you subscribe, hit the bell, press the option that says all. Remember, that helps you to be notified when a video is published or when I'm going live, and all that you'll get that notification. Remember to look in the description of the videos and all my lives for your info to get on to me for nothing that is hanky-panky. Anything inside a hanky-panky, no. Okay, I don't have time to waste. Okay, fam? So anything that is uplifting, sharing something, telling me, giving help, sharing with me one of your videos, one of your cooking stuff that you have done, and you want me to try them may I look for whatever the reason. Remember to check out also the link for my Patreon if you'd like to be a member. Remember to be you, do you, and most of all, try to fry yourself half of a fried chicken. Look for the link also that shows you how to fry a whole chicken without having juices dripping from it that are raw.